Hello, hello, hi, hello. Welcome to Bare Bones Kitchen. Thank you, Kitchenettes, Kitchen Littles, and Kitchen Nuggets for joining me tonight. Cheers, cheers. I am your culinary coach, Harmony, and I would love to follow that up with my lovely friend Wonderful's little announcement of who she is, because it's not a stage name, it's my real name. I just think that's fun. Just saying. All right, you guys. Tonight we're going to do a peanut butter curry. I found this on Plant You. It is a page that I follow on Instagram. I also follow another fun page called Grilled Cheese Social. I had to write it down. That's why I keep looking down, you guys, because I had to write it down. Because I will see things, and does anybody else have this problem? You see things, and then automatically it just goes completely out of your mind. Like, bloop, gone, bye, thank you for coming. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at, always, all the time these days. I think it's because I'm getting a little older, and I just don't have the attention span that I used to have. All right, so I have my pan. We're going to get this started. I have my pan on a medium-high heat. I'm going to pull it off there for just a half a second here, because it is a little toasty. It's a little toasty. I got some olive oil. Now, guys, I hope I don't lose you when I tell you that this is a vegan recipe. You can absolutely meat it up. If that's what you choose to do, you can absolutely do so. All right, so the recipe called for red onion, but I just didn't feel like red onion. I wanted a regular sweet onion, so that's what I did. You do whatever works for you. I feel like red onions tend to overpower stuff, which is why I did not want to use it. But you better dang well believe that I pulled this bad boy right out of my freezer and just chopped it up. So my chops are probably not nearly as beautiful as they would be. I'm also going to add some sweet peppers. This was a half an onion, by the way, like a smaller onion. A medium-sized onion. I don't know. Whatever kind of onion you want to do, and if you want to omit the onion, then do that. Because sometimes that's what we need, right? You just have to cook this a little bit longer if it comes out of your freezer, because there's lots of liquid that forms. All right, I'm going to throw in a little bit of paprika. Remember, paprika's a little bit spicy. Some homemade garam masala, and you know what? I made this when me and Chad were doing our Southern Sundays, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't remember what the hell we put in here. I know, bad coach for not knowing, but I totally made it with what I had in my cupboard, so just look it up. I got a little bit of turmeric, a little Trader Joe's turmeric. Good for your joints, you guys. It's good for your joints. And then I'm going to rock out with a little bit of basil leaves. And I like to put all this stuff in now because I want it to kind of roast a little bit. I know that if you go to the plantu.com and you look up peanut butter curry, the recipe actually calls for fresh spinach or fresh herbs, and I didn't have any of that, so I'm working with what I have. And here's the deal, you guys, is I was totally going to stop and get some kale today, and guess what I didn't do? I didn't stop. Shocker, right? I know you guys are all surprised right now. Totally surprised. Woo, it smells delicious, though. Smells delicious. Alright, so my onions are kind of cooked down, and again, it's going to take a little less time because they were already frozen, so we got some of that liquid out, and then we added all those delicious spices to it. I'm going to add some sweet bell peppers, or sweet, not bell peppers, just sweet peppers. So the bell peppers are the big ones, the sweet peppers are the small ones. Again, they came straight out of my freezer, because that's how I don't waste them. That's how I don't waste them. Is I just throw them in the freezer. Bag and all, you guys. Bag and all. And I think I had 5 or 6 of them. So I just chopped them up into little small bits. If you have curry spice, use some curry spice. I don't have the spice, but I do have some red curry, so that's what I'm going to rock in here. Brand spanking new, not even open. I'm going to fight with the stupid brr. So hopefully I didn't lose you when I posted, you know, vegan. I hope I didn't lose you. Don't be scared of it, guys. Don't be scared of it. You can always meet this up if that's what you choose to do. Since my daughter likes to rock some vegan and vegetarian meals, I like to have a few in my back pocket, okay? I actually sent this one to her the other day because I thought it was amazing. And it looked delicious. Now I'm going to rock some ginger, squeezy ginger, because, you know, that's how I roll sometimes. We're going to do a good, like, tablespoon worth of that. Along with that red curry paste. Oh, yeah. Ha! Except all that just went in the back of my throat. Yeah. Don't breathe it in. That's the key. Don't breathe it in. Woo! Keep breathing it in. All right, now, the Plant You recipe called for crushed tomatoes. I did not have that, but I do have some diced tomatoes. So again, we're just going to rock with what we have. Okay, juice and all, bam. I don't mind it being a little bit chunkier. And Zane's not going to eat this. I already made him a different dinner. Because he asked me last night, Mom, what are you going to make for Bare Bones Kitchen tomorrow? And I said, this is what I'm going to make. And I showed him the video. And he was like, okay, what am I going to have? What am I going to have? So, yeah, you all know. Y'all, if you've been around here, you know my 16-year-old kid is not a fan. He's not a fan. He just does not like to live on the edge unless we're talking calamari and squid. Yes, my picky child loves squid, loves calamari. He totally digs on it. All right, we're just going to get some of this liquid out of there a little bit. So as you're cooking it, the heat is going to help you reduce some of that liquid. Hello, Wheeler. How are you? Sometimes I feel obnoxious on your page, my friend. Sometimes I feel obnoxious. I feel like I'm like, oh, Wheeler posted something. I better make sure that I go on there and reply because I don't want him to feel bad. And it's funny because, you know, you guys, when you're posting stuff in here, sometimes it takes a while for me to even see it. Because of that awesome lag that Facebook and Instagram have. Tomorrow I may update the YouTube page. I'm not going to make you any promises, but tomorrow I may do it. I am actually doing very well. My extra load has been taken off of me for like the last month and a half. I have been routing 2 locations at work because I am a dispatcher. And today, one of those got taken off of me. So I'm very excited about that. I'm a little bummed about losing out on the OT, but I know that for at least a few weeks before my kid goes back to school, I'll be able to. There are some projects that I can do, so it won't be that big of a loss, but yeah. I'm pretty excited tonight, honestly. All right, we've got most of our liquid out. Now I've rinsed and drained a can of chickpeas. Again, you guys, if you've never had chickpeas, don't be afraid of them. They kind of taste like potatoes. My lovely friend Leah, sister, she's like a sister to me, you guys. She actually is huge on garbanzo beans / chickpeas, same difference. And I remember growing up, my mom was like, ew, gross, garbanzo beans, that's disgusting. And then I met her and actually tasted a garbanzo bean for the first time in my life. They kind of taste like a potato, I'm not going to lie. They're like little itty bitty little potatoes. And if you love potatoes, you might actually like these a lot. All right, so we've got this little beautiful mess here. Oh, and I forgot to say, I already have my rice done, you guys. I did, however, fail my niece this weekend. See, we got this deliciousness. All right, I failed my niece this weekend. So, man, I'm at my sister's house, and I'm kind of keeping an eye on her dad. Actually, I'm just watching her dad sleep. Like, I'm not going to lie. He's a pretty sick dude right now. And he just sleeps a lot, and so she likes to make sure that there's somebody there, you know, all the time, obviously, for obvious reasons. That's not my niece or nephews. And so I hung out at my sister's house, and of course I was really happy because I had some dishes to do. And I was only happy about that because I freaking forgot my phone at my house, you guys. It was awesome. All right, we're rocking a can of coconut milk. Let me get sidetracked here. So I'm doing dishes and I'm cleaning the kitchen and getting down to business at my sister's house. Trying to find anything to do because I forgot my phone, so I can't play games, right? Can't post anything, can't gawk at social media. I know, it's like I was living in 1992 or something. Ridiculousness. So my niece is like, oh, Auntie, I really want orange chicken. And Mom said I can't have it. I said, so? She just got her driver's license, you guys. So I said, so? Just go get some. So lo and behold, she's, 2 minutes down the damn road and my sister's messaging her or calling her or something. Where are you going? Because she's got the little locator app on her phone. She's like, I'm going to get orange chicken because I really want orange chicken. You said I couldn't have what was in the fridge, so I'm going to buy my own. Leave it to Auntie, right? Leave it to Auntie for being like, why don't you just go buy some? What's wrong with you? So anyways, fast forward. Let me ramble on here. Sorry, I had to rinse my spoon off. Because we got to throw some peanut butter in here. We're going to rock out like 2-ish tablespoons, somewhere in there. On top of our coconut milk. So my niece goes and gets orange chicken, brings it back, and she grabs the rice. She fills up a pan with water, and then she grabs the rice, and I'm like, what in the hell is she doing? And I said, who in the hell taught you how to cook rice? She says, nobody. And I'm like, what are you doing? I don't even know what you're doing there. She's like, I don't know, Auntie. I don't know how to cook it. Yeah, well, let me put my big girl britches on and try to show my niece how to make rice, because I don't freaking make it all the time or anything, right? Yeah. Guys, I don't cook on a flat top stove. I've never really cooked on a flat top stove, only at my sister's house, because her last house actually has a flat top too. And that's a whole different program for me. Whole different world, whole different program. And every time you switch devices, you have a little adjustment period. So needless to say, my rice turned out a little crispy at the bottom, and I felt like an a-hole because I was trying to tell my niece, like, what are you doing? Why don't you know how to cook rice? It's called karma, right? It's called karma. And yeah, it turned out horribly, and I felt bad because her rice was, I mean, she still ate it. Don't get it twisted. She still ate it. All right, look at that. All of that chatting and talking. And this is almost done. It's almost done, you guys. Money isn't everything. Or so they say. But the time off is, I would agree with you. Money is not everything, but when I was off work for 2.5 months, it kind of became somewhat important. Currently still paying on a car I can't drive, yo! And now I believe that I might need a new engine, which kind of sucks because still owe $6,000 on my car, and it's going to probably cost me $4,000 to fix it, which is lovely. Lovely. It makes my heart and soul sad as food. All right. I think we're done, you guys. Now, if you're using a fresh, couple handfuls of spinach, now is the time to put it in. If you're using some kale, now is the time to put it in. If you want chicken or shrimp with this bad boy, don't put it in. Just grill it. Just grill it. Or put it in your oven, or pan fry it, or air fry it, whatever you're going to do with it, okay? You could put it in there, but if it's your shrimp, it's only going to take a few minutes to do your shrimp. But if you're talking chunks of chicken, I would do a chicken skewer. Do a chicken skewer, and then you don't have to worry about that. Boy, this is really freaking hot. All right. And I would pick it up, but it's going to be too full, and I'm going to end up dumping it all over the place. So I'm going to leave it right here. So what we did, let me recap real quick. We've got some peanut butter in there. I did right around a tablespoon and a half-ish. I did a can of diced tomatoes with green chilies because that's what I had on hand. If you have something different, if you have crushed tomatoes, that's the plantu.com recipe called for crushed tomatoes. That's just what I had. So that's what we did. Can of garbanzo beans, chickpeas. I did like 2 teaspoons of this red curry powder, or not powder, paste. Okay, I did a little bit of this ginger. I added some, and this is always going to be to your taste, you guys. I did some paprika. I did some turmeric. I made some garam masala. And again, don't remember what's in it. Not a clue. I don't even remember. Thyme. Basil. And now I'm going to add a little shot of lime juice. So we're going to finish it with a little bit of lime juice. If you have fresh limes, just squeeze it right over the top before you're getting ready to serve it. Right now I'm just going to put a little droplet in there or two. A little shake, shake. A little shake, shake. I'm going to serve this over rice to myself because Zane did not want to eat this. You could absolutely just use it as a dip. Use some pita bread or pita chips. That would be delicious. Again, it does not have to be a vegan meal, but at this point, at this current stage, this right here is vegan. Okay? We did some olive oil. We did some other spices, some ginger, all kinds of good stuff. So right now, currently, in its state, it is a vegan meal. But you can absolutely make it not vegan by just adding some meat, you guys. Or if you want to keep it vegan, add some tofu. If you just want that extra oomph, right? Add some tofu to it. Because tofu takes on the flavor of whatever you're cooking it with. If you're new to being a vegan or a vegetarian, that's what tofu does for you. It doesn't really have a flavor until you add it to something. At least that's my experience. If I'm wrong, I'm sure a vegan or a vegetarian is going to tell me I'm wrong. So it is what it is at this point. All right, y'all. That's what I have. Look at that. 20 minutes. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. We're all done. Got my rice and my failed rice recipe over the weekend. Crispy, a little crispy rice, but we got some good rice tonight. So we got some good rice. And then my son had to tell me about how my rice game has been off lately. And I thought, I don't see your ass in here cooking, so just zip it. Eat your damn chicken, your little chicken pieces that I made you. Don't want to hear it. Don't be talking smack about your mama's rice. Kind of like my ex who told his mom that my biscuits and gravy were better than hers. Oof. Never lived that down. All right, anyways, let me scroll off into another world. All right, you guys, so I am going to attempt to update YouTube tomorrow. I think there literally is just a couple of videos. If you have not subscribed yet, just do it. Just do it. Go for it, okay? Go for it and subscribe. We have lots of new followers. Tell me where you're from. Where are you watching me from? Just tell me. I gotta know. Because all of my stuff just says Olympia, Lacey, and Tumwater, which is where I'm from. Olympia, Washington State. Let me be more specific. Because for some reason, when you say Washington and Olympia, people don't understand what that means. And then you just tell everybody you're from Seattle because it's just easier and people understand where that is. Ironically enough. All right, I'm tirading again. My apologies. If you would like some Bare Bones Kitchen gear, let me know. I have t-shirts and mugs available. Oh, what else I've got? YouTube, apparel. I think we're good. I think we're good for now. BBK BBQ. Still working that out, you guys, but it is coming. I promise you. Me and my friend Stephanie at work, we've been hammering this stuff out as much as she's like, oh my gosh, are we still talking about this? Because she's got some moonshine. So we're going to rock out both of these things together because we're buddies and that's what happens. All right, you guys, I will see you all. Rhode Island, holy shit, Wheeler, you're way on the other side of the state for me. The state, really? Way on the other side of the country, yo. Way on the other side of the country. All right. I will see you all. We just did Suck It Up Saturday, so This Saturday, we're off. We're done. We're not doing No Suck It Up Saturday. But I think I'm going to introduce Soup Sundays coming up in the fall. How do you guys feel about that? Soup Sundays. Because then I can take all that soup to work on Monday and all of my people will be happy. And I love to feed people, so that would work for me. But does it work for you, Soup Sundays? Soup Sunday? Yay? Nay? Let me know. Soup Sunday. All right. So that means I will see you for Monday Morsels on Monday. Thank y'all for showing up. Y'all keep showing up. So do I. Have a good evening.